everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am here with...
My name is Ty, I'm Rodney's cousin.
And we are doing a very popular tag on YouTube, story time.
Honestly, this one we got for you guys is easily my top 10 life stories. I don't know about you, but this was a pretty wild night.
It's basically the time that we ran off on a cab without paying for the cab.
Not because we wanted to, because our friends are idiots. And to protect them, we made sure we replaced their actual names with Sarah and Nick. Because we love you guys.
Okay, how do we start this? I'm going to start off by saying this night did involve police. And it did involve some people going to jail.
So if you're under 21, honestly, you should be listening to this video and taking some life lessons, my guy. But I guess I want to say it started off with the pregame at the good old house we like to call headquarters. A lot of shots were being taken, and we were all having a very great time. I don't remember what exactly we were celebrating, but you know, in Buffalo, with the Bills being very bad, we kind of celebrate for anything.
Yeah, I don't really remember what we were celebrating. I know we was just going out. This is back when my life was literally wild.
Yeah.
Wow. Like if you watched my last video and I was explaining how I used to be, this is that moment. So this is not me now. It's not me today.
At that point in my life, some people use mouthwash. I use champagne. Amazing.
So basically, we go to this club. This club that was very popular. Anybody could get in. You could be 12. You could literally get in.
It's safe to say it's shut down now, guys. Don't worry.
It was me, Ty, Sarah, and Nick. Usually, in most cases, I don't even know how it ended up being just us four, because we never hung out, which is...
I think there was someone else there. We'll call her Casey.
Oh, yes.
How'd you forget Casey?
That's the best part of the story. This is why the story happened.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't think about that before I did this video. So basically, we went with Casey, Sarah, Nick. Sarah and Nick are dating. Casey, me, and Ty are just friends going on for the ride, having fun.
Completely plutonic. Casey is awful.
Casey's still in my life and I love her. Hey Casey, if you know who we're talking about. He don't care for her much. I love her. Basically she was our ride to this club. So we go to this club that's very easy to get in. You can be 12 to get in. They are now shut down. We go into the club. We pretty much turn up. I'm pretty sure it's a fun night.
It was an amazing night at first, and that is until Sarah and Nick, they had a couple of words with each other, and your boy Ty ended up catching up in the crossfire.
Cause Sarah was being
promiscuous is the nicest way to say it.
Sarah didn't care much about Nick, so she was doing her thing, dancing who she wanted to dance with, and talking who she wanted to talk with, not caring that Nick was there.
So, safe to say Nick eventually catches on after a while, and he gets a little upset. So, meanwhile, Casey is out doing a very popular thing and taking drugs that she shouldn't be taking. And I caught word. So, when it was time to leave...
It's time to leave. She was going to take us home. She agreed to take us home. I will say that. Ty, being hard-headed as he can be, didn't want to drive with a person that was under the influence.
But hey, you should never drink and drive, people.
So he was convinced that I'm not getting in her car, and him being my cousin, I'm like, well, I'm not getting in the car. My cousin not getting in the car, and then Sarah being my best friend, I'm not getting in the car. My best friend not getting in the car, and Nick being the boyfriend of my best friend, I'm not getting in the car. My girlfriend not getting in the car. So it was a domino effect that we all was getting in this girl's car. And she basically said, okay, well, I'm going home, and she sped off and literally went home and left us at the club that at the time, because we were wild, like we didn't have jobs, we didn't have incomes. We didn't, we just got money whenever we got money. So we didn't have a ride home. And we did not have taxi money to get home because we all suburban kids, like you guys wouldn't know the suburb, but we like living far out from the club scene. So it would take probably like 20, 30 bucks for us to get home. And we had like zero.
Yeah, and it's safe to say, it was an interesting point in time. Just for the simple fact, Nick, for once in a million years, honestly, I've seen more full moons than bright ideas come out of this guy, like, honestly. And he came up with a smart idea, like, hey, let's get a cab. I'll pay for it. And we were under the influence of alcohol, so we trusted him. And how'd that work out for us?
So we get to this cab. Halfway home, we all looking at each other like, I don't have no money. I don't have no money. I don't have no money. You know, we all come to the conclusion that we don't have money. How are we gonna pay this man his money? And him being my cousin, you know, I mean, naturally, I'm like looking at him like, no matter what happened, we gotta make sure we okay. You know what I mean? Like anybody in the situation, you know what I mean? Yeah, I had my friend was there, but she had a whole boyfriend. His job is to protect her. That's his job. What's the point of being somebody's boyfriend if you're not gonna protect her? So at that point, it's like I knew she was good. Well, I thought she was good. I thought I didn't have to be like in best friend mode, but I have to protect her too. Because if I did, then there'd be no point of the boyfriend being there. So, but me and my cousin, being we're single, we came out as a duo. We gotta look out for each other. We didn't get dropped off at my house because at that point we knew that we were gonna run off. So who gets dropped off in front of the house gonna run off?
And so here's where it gets interesting. We have to get dropped off at a Tops, a 24-hour Tops.
So which is a grocery store in our town, basically.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with Tops, it is the most suburban, regularly placed. Like sometimes Tops can be ratchet. Don't get me wrong, anywhere can be ratchet though. But this Tops and where we're from is, we're a very strange commodity to see. So, we get dropped off by this cab driver, and me and Rodney looked at each other, and we were sitting in the back seat, and we were the first ones out of the van.
Literally, we hopped out the van and instantly start running. This grocery store was, technically we lived behind it, technically. Like it was a kid football field or something behind it. And after the football field was like a bunch of houses, like a cul-de-sac or something like that. And that's what we lived in. So we had to run literally in the darkness behind this creepy grocery store, running through football fields.
Honestly, it was actually 3 baseball diamonds.
Okay.
We had to sprint across that, and we still had to make it past a primary parking lot. You thought Usain Bolt was fast? That night I would have given that guy a run for his money because, man, the hound dogs couldn't catch us.
So we're running. At this point, I don't know what Sarah and Nick is doing. I hear them screaming. So I will say, as a best friend, even though I could have been out. Like if I was really vicious and savage, we would have been gone before they even got out of the car.
Yeah,
but naturally, I didn't run fast because I wanted to make sure that Sarah was okay. Even though I still was like, her boyfriend should have her back, I still was thinking, okay, I have to at least to some extent be a friend also. So I purposely ran at a slow pace to make sure they caught up. And I'm screaming, run, catch up, hurry up. And you know, she's screaming back like, I can't, my feet. I got on, she had on heels, I don't know what she had on that day, that night.
Sarah's actually just unathletic.
Yeah, she's not, I mean, if she was here, I should tell you she's not the best athletic person. But so we're running, and then I don't know why my dog has a cat ball. We're running, and basically I turn around again, and she's on his back. So now at that point, I know they're done.
Yeah.
They're done because you cannot run from the cops or run from anybody with somebody on your back. So at that point, I knew, okay, me and Ty, we have to get out of the situation. Like we couldn't let love her to death, but I was not about to go to jail for, you know what I mean, for anybody, especially because, you know, at the end of the day, who gonna bail you out? You know, they wasn't gonna bail me out. So, you know.
And that's the truth, because to be honest, like, you guys ever watch those National Geographic episodes where it's like 3 lions on 1 gazelle? That's what it kind of looked like, to be honest. When I was running, I looked over my shoulder because he was running slow. I was not.
Well, yeah, because she was.
I was skating like a Gretzky.
She originally was his friend in the beginning, but she became like my best friend over time. And them two had their outings and ups and downs. So at that point, when that happened, he had really no loyalty towards nobody but me. So he did not wait for them.
No, yeah, I was gone. It's like, how you gonna trick a guy? You said you're gonna pay for the cab, and then we gotta fucking run. There it comes, you know, like, come on.
The cab driver is literally running full force at us. Oh, we didn't admit at that part. The whole time he was behind us, he had flashlights. As if he was prepared for us to do this to him. Cause he probably felt like, okay, a Tops, like, you know what I mean, a grocery store. Who gets dropped off in front of a grocery store at 4 in the morning? You know what I mean? Which is naturally suspect. So he ran out. He was ready for it. You can tell. He was literally behind all of us. Like, he didn't miss a beat. It was a huge gate. Cause like I said, it was a football, baseball field. So it was a huge gate blocking the field from my house. At that point, that gate, I knew that it's either me or them. Cause this gate was gonna slow us down.
Yeah.
And if they could barely run, they could barely hop a gate. You know, like, so at that point I'm like, okay, I have to hop in straight Marvel mode and cartwheel over this gate.
Yeah, I literally did hurdles on it. I like Michael Phelps diving over that gate.
So we hop over the gate. We hop over this gate. I'm screaming to Ty. He's right behind us. We cannot run into my house. We can't run into the house. They see us. Everything is, we're gonna get caught. No, we could. We can do that. We run to the house. Literally, I think we saw cop lights.
Honestly, yeah, they were on us like flies on horse manure.
Cause my house was famously known on that street as the cop house. Cops, we had parties every day. When we wasn't having parties, it was still a party. Like, people still was coming to our house, turn up. Like, even when it wasn't a party, it was still a party. So it was always cops. So cops naturally knew that house, naturally knew him.
It wasn't that good.
That wasn't the best place to run. I will admit that was our dumbest mistake. But like I said, we're drunk. It's 4 in the morning.
Your boy was hungry. And another crazy scenario, I was sitting on the fence and I ended up seeing the cab driver. And he told me he was gonna shoot me. Like, shoot me. And I was like, listen to how dumb I was. I was so intoxicated. I looked back at this man and was like, you're not gonna shoot me. Now, if he would have shot me, I would have been real mad.
Because he had every right to shoot.
He had every right to shoot me.
And we were literally committing a crime. So
a crime, like, ooh, man, it was not good.
And I want to make this clear, this is like 3 years ago. So
yeah, it's a long time now. We're all grown up.
It's not like it's an open case right now.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago. We were literally, so we have to think fast. We have to get out of here. The cops coming. We have to go. You know, I had roommates that I knew was gonna be pretty mad if they woke up the cops because they was already like pointing me and his butt about like everything basically. So I'm like, oh, last thing I need is cops coming. Like, they're gonna be like, oh, you know, whatever. But like I said, I'm not going to jail for nobody. So at that point, I wasn't thinking about other people's feelings, obviously. So I'm telling him we have to get out of here. We have to go. We run back out. We hop the gate again, going towards the woods or something, towards different streets, different. You know how
it was actually like a little creek behind these fields, so it's not very long. I want to say it's like 3 foot wide by, well, it's pretty damn long. It's gotta be at least like a mile long, but about 3 feet wide. So it wasn't too crazy.
Yeah, it was long. We start running. Mind you, we are in club clothes. We came from a club, so we're not even in. I had dress shoes on.
Same.
So doing all this was hard. Like, this wasn't like. I know y'all probably at home thinking like, oh, I would have been out. Well, we had dress clothes on and was intoxicated, and it was all unexpected. It's not like we was prepared and ready to be running from cops and the cab driver. Literally, like, when hours before we was in a club turning up, having the best time of our life.
Exactly.
So we're running down streets. At this point, me and him had different ideas of where we were gonna go. So I think we split up for about an hour or so.
No, what happened was,
And we met back up at your house.
no, we had to get on our actual slave style ancestor stuff. We hid down in those tall wheatgrass, like in that creek.
Oh my.
For like a good, we had to lay, like get muddy.
These shoes is gone. I had to.
Destroyed. I had brand new all those shoes. Brand new. $187.
Everything I was wearing was good. Just had to go in the garage at night. We had to do the most barbaric things ever. We had to go into dirt, mud. It was rainy, muggy that day also. So,
Yeah, so it was fresh. It wasn't raining when we did it, thank God, but it was, you can tell. It was, oh God, you guys ever seen the Jurassic Park dinosaur poop? Yeah, imagine that, but the good thing is it didn't smell.
And all you hear is cops searching them, because like I said, we from the suburbs, so everything is one big neighborhood. So you see cops vroom vroom going past streets looking. You see cop lights. Me and him just hiding behind any weird sketchy thing to hide behind. It's dark. Thank God we're black.
Yeah, I'll give it that. I am the world champion at manhunt.
So
You'll never catch
so
me.
it was blended in. The story does get deeper. Now the friends. I know you guys wonder like, well, what happened? Ever happened to the friends? They are hiding. They are in a bush.
Yeah.
A bush behind my home, or on the side of my home. I think my neighbor's bush. They're behind a bush. Sarah's leg is sticking out of the bush, full-blown leg out of the bush. So the cops are coming back to a flashlight looking for her and him and Nick, and they literally like tell her to come out. They see her foot, they like just come out. You know, she put no effort into hiding. That was probably due to the fact that she was drunk and tired, but still. You know, so they have gotten caught by this point. Me and him were still on the run. They already in the custody of the police, you know. So we're running around. We finally come to the conclusion we're gonna go to his house, cause we was thinking like, you know, where can we go? My house is too hot. My other house, which is my parents' house, was too far. It was like an hour and 30-minute walk probably if we walked, and probably got caught and we had to walk on the main streets to get there. What else? Oh, so we finally make it to his house. My phone. Now I'm not getting phone calls. I'm getting FaceTimed. FaceTime.
Oh yeah, that was
Okay.
insane.
So literally
God.
just hours after, like this at this point we think we saved. I'm getting FaceTime from police officers. Like cops. Like I answered the first one because it was Sarah. It was my best friend. So obviously if I see her name on my contact after what just happened, I'm gonna answer like, are you okay? At this point I did not know that she was even caught.
And we're at my father's house, and my father is a police officer as well. So this was pretty funny because we're laying in my living room as this is happening. He answers the face call.
And it's a police officer, and I heard him hang up instantly. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna sit there and talk to you. I'm not gonna really show you my face. Click. And then they blow me up for a good 5 minutes. And she texted me and be like, you know, I'm sorry that the cops went through my phone and they could see, you know, because I was texting her saying, where are you? You know, it's obvious. Like I'm pretty sure if the cop went through your phone, he saw that I was saying like, where are you? Did you make it? You know what I mean? Just about 20 times. Like, are you okay? Like I said, this time I did not know that they was caught because we split up. So I didn't know they was caught till afterwards. And you know, she just said, oh, they're in my phone. Like, sorry. Okay. I just literally, she's my best friend, but I had to block her for like a few hours because if the cops had her phone, it wasn't her anymore. So I wasn't about to keep my phone, you know what I mean? I wasn't about to keep track me or anything weird. So I hurried up and just blocked her number and I just didn't answer her anymore. And everything kind of blew over. We thought we got away. We thought it was cool. And the story gets deeper.
Until we're laying in my living room still. The night has passed. Around 11 o'clock in the morning, my older brother comes home. My older brother says to me, hey, and mind you, my dad is in the kitchen with us now. He's like, hey, have you seen Taiwan? The cops are looking for him. Dun, dun, dun. This man told my dad that the cops are looking for him. Knowing my dad knows we're sleeping in the living room. My dad gets this man, and little information about my dad. He is an ex-sergeant. He currently works in a jail. and he escorts prisoners all day. And if you think he likes his job, he doesn't. He hates even more though when I make a mistake. So
basically, the only person who truly got away in the story was me.
Yeah.
Everybody in the story got caught. Everybody in the story basically, I mean, he didn't get caught the same day, but eventually, we were told that either Sarah or Nick, still to this very day, really don't know which one.
I heard it was both.
Well, he heard us both. I heard it was just one. But still to this day is, we don't know who told or snitched or who said, but apparently what I heard it was Nick, who is also not in our life anymore. So we can talk about Nick the way we want to talk about Nick. He's not in our life anymore. Nick moved on with a new girl. He's not with Sarah anymore. His life is pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, he's off that stuff now, so he's alright.
Is he?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
He's still a loser.
Hopefully he don't watch this.
For the record.
I think I just messaged him. I messaged him like not that long ago. Anyways, so I was told he basically broke into, because at the time, honestly, he didn't owe any of us no loyalty. He did not really know any of us. So I can see his position, like, why would he go down? We do not know, you know what I mean? Because naturally, to be real with you, me and him would have did the same thing to him. You know what I mean? Like, if it comes down to me, him, and Nick, we would have did the same thing. Would have been like, yeah.
Well, regardless, not to mention Sarah was being very promiscuous toward your boy, so I feel like that might have a little to do with it.
Yeah, they had their own thing going on. Again, I was not a part of this. So basically, he basically just told him, basically said, because me and Nick had a little bit of a relationship, so he kind of protected me almost. The cops must have asked him, do you know any of the names of the other people who ran away in the cab? And he naturally was like, I don't know the other kid name, which is me, but I know the other kid name, which is him, and told him everything he knew about him. Names, social media, addresses, you know, things of that sort. Kind of protected me, said he didn't know me, you know, because me and him was, honestly, at that point, me and him, we were friends. Like, he was at my house every day. We were boys. So he protected me and just threw him under the bus because obviously he felt intimidated by the whole him and Sarah thing, and then he don't know him that well to even protect him. So,
but safe to say, Ty being a smart guy, I got out scot-free and he did not. So remember, guys,
they had to go to court and they actually got like,
they
had fines too, I think too.
Yeah, they had to pay a bunch of money, and they like couldn't even. I don't know. It was like something crazy going on.
Yeah, it was.
Especially with Nick, he had like all their shit.
It was kind of like Sarah. I remember like I don't remember that, but I remember like Sarah texted me like, I can go to jail for years. I don't know, or months. It was kind of a big deal. I didn't even know it was that big of a deal, but it was kind of a big deal for them. Cause I didn't like I said, we kind of got away scot-free. I think did the cops ever come looking for you for that?
No, to be honest, no. I never even knew for a long time.
Well, yeah. So basically, that is the story of us running off in the cab.
Thank you very much for you guys listening. We definitely appreciate your time.
Thank you guys. I need you guys to subscribe, like, thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.
Comment below for other stories you want to hear us talk about.
Oh yes, and his social media will be down below if you want to add him on his Twitter,
Follow
his
me.
Instagram, and you already know my things will be down there. But subscribe and
share. Have a great one.